for today's video, I want to show an easy makeup look for beginners. I always like to wear my makeup simple, and I feel like I could show a lot of tips and techniques that would be very, very helpful. So the first thing I want to do is start off with the brows. Now, I'm not going to go in full detail about how I do my brows because I have a full detailed tutorial on how I do the brows with the pencil and with the dip brow. I'll put that link in the box below. Okay, I'm back. So I finished up my brows, and the next step after this is taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer and placing it all over my eyelids so that I can get it ready for my eyeshadow. I love to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer for an eyeshadow base. So I just squeeze it out a little bit and place it on the eye, just like that. Make sure you put just about this much on there so that it can stay. That's why I said squeeze it a little bit and then place it on the eyes. So I'm going to use just a sponge, some beauty blender. I'm going to wet it just a little bit with some of this water. Taking my sponge and, you know, squeezing it, getting it moist, and then I'm going to just blend it out. You want to blend it out over the whole eyelid, just like this. So once you got it blended out really nice, you want to set it with some setting powder. So before you set your eyes, or before you set anything, you always want to make sure that you do not have any creases. Midnight Topaz Luxury Powder to set. So I'm going to look up in my mirror like this, make sure it's all blended out. Just go over the creases, and then I just take a brush like this, and I'm going to dip it into the powder and then place it on my eyes, just like that. Since I'm doing a very simple, easy, natural look, I just want to use something that's soft, maybe like a brown bronze type of color, and I'm just going to put it in my transition area. I'm going to be using this Soft Focus Finishing Powder, and this is the color Milk Chocolate. The number is 9203. I got this from Walmart. It was like $4.93, something like that. So your transition area is here, where you have like it's like right above your crease, and it's the area to where when you open up your eyes and you have your lashes up, it's like a shadow right behind the lash. You want to give it some definition to your eyes. So I'm just going to take this kind of brush and go into the powder, and it's so easy. Like, you just place it right on this area here. So whenever you're doing a transition color, you always want to make sure that you're using a matte shadow. You don't want to use anything that's like glittery or shimmery, because that's just not cute. I'm gonna just keep it real. That's not cute at all. So like I said, always make sure you use a matte shade. Whenever you're doing something like this, a transition color, go with something that's kind of like neutral tone. The point of a transition color is it's supposed to bring your eyeshadows together, so it don't look like you just splatted something so random on your face, like just a random outrageous color. So the transition shade is for that, to just bring the look together. Literally back and forth, back and forth. And don't be scared to pick up the product from out of here, because for you to get more definition, you definitely want to build the shadow. And what I love about makeup is this isn't an eyeshadow, but there's no rules to makeup, so you can use stuff like a finishing powder to act as an eyeshadow. If it looks good, go for it. There are no rules to this, like no rules at all. You can really be free and just like express yourself with makeup. So after I've done my transition shade, I like to take a little fluffy brush and just blend out the edges so that I don't have any harsh lines. Today I'm going to be using the Maybelline mascara, and the wand is really small. I love how this wand is like so small because I feel like it gets all of my lash hairs. It separates them for me and then brings them out because my lashes are so little. Before you put on any foundation, if you are someone who likes primer, this is where you will apply your primer. Today's foundation, I'll be taking the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 356. You already know I'm taking my Kokie foundation brush. I don't like too much foundation because I hate a cake face. I just do not. I'm more so of the natural makeup type of girl. I don't like all that dramatic, you know, cakey makeup. I mean, if I'm doing like a photo shoot or something, then maybe okay, but for the most part, I just like a natural face. So I always do kind of like from my eyes down and over here, the foundation. Bring it down on the neck. And then I'll take whatever's left and I'll go here all around my eyebrows. So when you get around eyebrows, you want to be very, very careful because you can wipe your eyebrow off and mess it up. And who wants to try to be refixing and going over there? Like, that's just that is just too much. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is the color Toffee. And I'm just going to squeeze it out a little bit, place it underneath my eye. So I like to highlight underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, right above my lip, and my chin. So like I said before, the highlight is supposed to bring the areas out, and then the contour is going to more so suck it in. Like, that's why we contour like our cheekbones and then like around the forehead to make the forehead look smaller. Sometimes people contour their chins and like this area, but I don't do all that. I don't get too deep into that. My face is not big and it doesn't need to be contoured as much, and I don't like the hard look. No shade to anybody who does. So once I place the highlight for my highlighted areas, I like to take a Real Techniques brush. You don't have to use this brush. You don't have to use a brush at all. You can actually use a beauty sponge if that's what you like to blend with. Which it just depends on whatever is comfortable for you. This is a really, really, really easy way to do your makeup. This is very beginner friendly. I love how the concealer just like wakes you up. See the difference? I do have some days where I'll just wear foundation, but man, it's nothing like having this concealer under your eyes. Once everything is blended, I love to take the same brush that I apply my foundation with and just blend out any lines that I may have. So I'll just go around everything I just did. My Benign Luxury Powder again in the color Topaz, and just set my highlight. Now I don't like to use too much powder. Too much powder can just basically clogs up all your pores, and it causes your skin to have to do more work, which is going to make you just oily anyway. So less is more. I used to put so much powder on to set my face. When I found out that I was setting my face wrong, like, you know, putting too much powder, man, when I finally got it right, I just seen a difference. I wouldn't get as oily. Like, I thought I had to pack on so much powder to prevent my face from getting oily, but I was actually making it worse. So I set all the areas where I did the highlight, and now I'm going to set the rest of my face with the soft focus powder. Now I'm trying to see, I think I want to use the milk chocolate finish. Bring it down on the neck. So I also take the powder up here. That's why I don't apply so much foundation at the top of my head, because this powder is good enough once I go over it. So do you just see this look, like how it just came together? So I'm just taking a brush. It looks like this. It's fluffy, but it's like small. No, not, I wouldn't say small, it's more medium size. Then I'm just gonna put it into the powder like this and contour. So when contouring, to find your cheekbones, you can suck it in and place it here, right on that line you see. I really like this for a contour. I want to make my contour more sharp, so I'm going to take some of this powder. It's the setting powder, the benign setting powder, and then I'm going to take it right underneath the contour and go across. And that's supposed to give it a more sharper look. See how much better it looks? So while that is baking under my contour, I'm just going to take a brush and contour my nose. I'm using the same black Radiance powder. Hopefully it's not too harsh for a nose contour. Yeah, it's a little harsh. Let me blend it out. So now that I have contoured my cheekbones, nose, forehead. No, I didn't contour my forehead. Taking the same black Radiance powder and contour my forehead. I always take a brush that's, you know, like about a nice good size, and then I just blend everything in. It just gives everything a soft finish and a nice blend. After I've done that, I like to take my highlighter and apply it. I've never tried this highlighter before, but I've heard so many great things about it. I don't know if this is the color I should be using, but I'm just going to go ahead and try it and let's see how it looks. So I'm taking a fan brush, placing it into the highlighter. Woo! I'm going to do that. It got on my contour a little bit. I love contour. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Yes. And then I want to take some and put it on my nose. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead. Oh my god, this is so pretty. What the? Oh my gosh. Look at me. So, anywho, I'm going to just take that brush again and blend it out. You always want to blend stuff out so you don't have the harsh lines. So, this is pretty much it. This is where I would just apply some black eyeliner. You know what I want to add? Some blush. I got this black Radiance blush. I've been using a lot of black Radiance products. I have this black Radiance blush and this is the color Raspberry. I'm definitely going to put black Radiance in this title. By the way, black Radiance is very affordable for those of you who don't know. They have some really good stuff. I love black Radiance. I get all my stuff from all my black Radiance stuff from Walmart. Oh, it's a little too pink. I'm gonna blend that out. Y'all know another thing I like to do is highlight my brow bone. I'm just taking a eyeshadow brush and then I'm just placing it right underneath the arch and then rub it out. So for my lip, I'm going to use this NYX pencil in the color Espresso, and it's just a brown. I'm going to outline my lips. For my lip gloss, I'm using this NYX Butter Gloss, and this is the number 15. It's called Angel Food Cake. This is like my go-to lip. But hey. Hey. I want a mole. I'm gonna dot it right here. Ooh. And then I'll put one here. The moles are optional. I like moles, and that's my mood today.
Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Yeah. Every time I look into your eyes,